Hey guys, Jacob here, and welcome to the Rozcraft Day 500 World Tour. Now, we're not quite there, we're at day 498, you might say, but that's close enough. We're gonna do it. Actually, it's almost nighttime too, so we're gonna get even closer. We'll be one day away. But basically, we're gonna start off in the base that we've had since like day 3 or 4. It's evolved a little bit. Um, We have, this didn't always, it used to be a basement. This used to be a little like pond area in a basement pond ecosystem. But now it's an enchanting apparatus. We have our storage system, and then a bunch of our pets are in here. Well, a bunch, a few. We have our cat. These are our animals from Alex's mobs. We have a flying squirrel, a capuchin monkey, a raccoon, and then over here there are some bunnies and a parrot. And these are our skateboards from I Wanna Skate, which actually our better skateboard is the hoverboard. And you can ride around on this. Okay, next up, I believe we built is my little, just my bedroom with a Shiba Inu inside of it. If you would look at me, buddy. Hello. And this is where I sleep. Sometimes I usually use the sleeping bag, to be honest. And in the basement, we don't really have anything, just cockroaches. It's kind of just an empty little space for them. We then went on over here, build our villager trading hall. Not much of a hall right now. There's only 3 villagers in there. And an iron farm, which is getting pretty full, actually. But we do have our cleric master, our farmer master, and our librarian master with a mending book. And some other interesting ones, like a ancient tome for luck of the sea. Something from Quark, I believe. This is all, I believe, soon after, or even maybe even before starting this, we worked on, we're basically on a plateau right now. I'm sorry that it's a little framey right now, I don't know why. We're basically on a plateau with surrounded by a bunch of cliffs. The faces, and the way down is this way, which we can do this part of the world. It actually came a lot later, which is this is one of my friends that has come on a couple times, and he built, basically this is where his base is gonna be. He's worked on that over there and the bridge, and he also worked on this part of the world, which is like the little mine shaft area. Quite the builder. I did a fair bit of this too. We kind of went hand in hand in this project. And then I built this mine shaft with a couple of the quark golems, Geo and Granic. Got some lichen growths that give off particles, and then out here is just where I mine for stone when I need blocks. Over here was something I built on really early on when I was making the cliffs. I thought, hey, how cool would it be if we had just like a geode and like a workspace for like harvesting amethyst. Well, it doesn't actually grow amethyst. It serves as its purpose is aesthetic. I do like how it looks. All right, next up, I believe this all came in decoration. I believe sometime after the main layout of all these cliffs. Like we had basically like this all planned, I believe. Oh, and we also built the guest house. No one is staying in here right now, I think. But this is also where Slop the Slime died, if you've seen that short. Quite the tragedy. Where we have our potato farm, our sheep, our wheat farm, and a little cave that goes up to the second plateau. The second little flat area where we have our greenhouse. This is because I needed bees and stuff, of course. We have some flutters in here as well, and hummingbirds, and a trans bee that's adorable. I believe one of the mods I have adds in different like flag colors for like bees. They have like pants on, and this is one of them. And then we have some hummingbirds and some bees. Outside, we also have a pond with a bunch of tropical fish and some coral. These are all named after bands that I like or musicians that I like. We got Led Zeppelin, Elton John, David Bowie, Electric Light Orchestra, and Michael Jackson. And over here we have the burrow for the tarantula hawk wasps. They have not bred yet because it's actually kind of a process to breed them, but it's kind of cool. You have to get a spider, and then they bury the spider and create like a larva. It's pretty neat. Okay. Then in order to get to the top plateau, you actually have to go over there. There is no way down, but over here we have a little another little hole in the cliff or a little axolotl pond. There's also a mud skipper in here. And for some reason, the gorillas love hanging out back here. I think Kong is stuck, as a matter of fact, because this is not a full... Mud is not actually a full block tall. You sink into it, so he can't actually jump up this block and leave. And his pathfinding is kind of weird. So Kong has actually been stuck here with his other gorilla friend. And they just kind of chill and do spins and jumps in that one spot. We have a few custom trees that you've probably noticed. I'm most happy with the birch tree. And over here we have an oak tree with our bears, Liz and Riz. Riz came first, and I was like, okay, he needs someone. He needs a mate because he is Riz, and then it rhymes, so Liz. Okay. Now we're going up the final plateau with the keep, the fort. I'm pretty happy with this build. Like, I don't build castles a lot, but when I do, I think they turn out pretty good. So we have just like the barracks and the stable area where we have horse. No, never mind the spelling. We also have some falconry going on up here. We have Sam and Sam's friend, I guess. We don't have a name for this one yet. But one thing you can do with the falcon, the bald eagles. I say falconry, but they're eagles. The eaglery. It's still called falconry, I think. You can put them on your little hand with your falconry glove. And they kind of sit there. And if you toss them off and you have a falconry hood on, you can actually control what they're doing. And then if you press shift to stop it, and they will come back. Oh, you missed. Okay, Sam? Sam, you okay? There you go. And then you just let go of the falconry glove to put them down. So that's kind of fun. It doesn't have many uses besides just kind of scouting an area, but I usually do that myself. Unless it's dangerous, I guess I could take you to the deep dark, huh? That'd be fun. And then also in the basement, we have a little hold for a little dungeon-like area for some armor sets that just kind of go there aesthetically. And then we have a Komodo dragon guarding his gold hoard. His name is Butch. Formerly some other name in like Dutch. I forget what language it was in, but I learned that the actual pronunciation of that word was way harder than I could actually handle, so I just changed the name of Butch. So there's a kind of a whole story behind that. But yeah, he has some gold and some candles and a little bed here. The pet beds are from domestication innovation. They let your pets respawn on them, so if your tamed animal dies, they can come back. Out here is our nether portal. I'm gonna ignore that for a second. Is our nether portal that I built. It has like obviously like you like going with like a little corruption kind of outside it, like it's spreading into the overworld. And then you can go in. There's actually nothing we have really built in the nether yet, so we're not gonna go over. Here's Pluto, our Ender Dragon. This is from the Dragon Mounts Legacy mod. And yes, he is rideable. Gonna press space and you're off. We can come around the world. I can travel faster with my elytra typically, but this is a fun kind of novelty. But we'll land. As it currently stands, There's not much on this plateau besides the little grave. I have kind of turned it into an impromptu graveyard for slop. But it also houses... Good. It also houses 3 Tasmanian devils. I don't know if this is going to be here forever. It may or may not be. They make some silly, goofy noises. Okay, we have Radz. We have Daz, and we have Taz. I say it's Raz. Raz, Daz, Taz, like Tasmanian devil. And then here, Slop the Slime. I recorded what day he was with us. Day 292. Say 292 for about a minute. Not even. Currently the sun is setting on day 499. We're almost at day 500. So this might go in the day past 500. This might be a few days long. The next part of the world that we have is actually on the other side of the cliff down here, which the proper way I could always fly down there, but the proper way to get down is to come on this little off path, buy some foxes. Yes, we also have an Arctic one. Some berry bushes along here. Sleep real fast. I do have mega torches are all around the area, so mobs won't spawn. I just like having a daytime. It's easier to see stuff. So you come along here. That is another little quarry area where I get stone sometimes. I want to fill that in with like a town eventually, I think. You come down here, there's another little cave that comes out to a cliff pathway, kind of encased in the side of the cliff. And you come down all the way. There's a few secrets hidden around here, actually. So let's say hi to that. Up here, there's a little cave. And because of this beach I've made down here, we also have Wilson from Castaway. Just kind of living here. It's kind of hard to tell. Like, if you don't know, you don't know. But, like, it's like that's the volleyball, like the red blood, and then the little stuff coming out of his head. I think it's funny. And then we come down here to our nice and finished cliff. Oh my god, we did this last time, last stream. I forgot to mention all of the content that is being produced. Like all if I'm playing on the server, I'm either recording or streaming, and it's usually a stream. Hello, you keep trying to kill yourself. Let's go back in the water. So yeah, we have turtles, a seal, Corporal Flapper. There used to be a lot of seals, but they all drowned themselves. So now we just have Corporal Flapper. But we have some lobsters of different colors in here. There's a yellow one too, and we have some octopi. Also, there's a seagull in the ground here. This is for ambience. Let's see if we can hear it. Yeah, there you go. Seagull squawks. You can see in the thing. As well, we put in the cliff over here. This happened just yesterday, I think, or 2 days ago. I don't remember. I think it was yesterday. We finished this cliff, and we built a little cave at the top, a little desert cave, where we have jerboas, this is Jerry, this is Skips, and we have some rain frogs. This is Froge. If you like on them with a shovel, they kind of get disturbed. It's kind of funny. This is Pepe, and this is Dusty. And there's also a fourth one that is unnamed, because I just bred them. I'd like to breed them more and have just some unnamed ones walking around. Maybe keeping up the peaceful mob cap. But yeah, this is, and then we have a nice little glowstone crystal. Speaking of secrets, we're gonna come around this way, and I'm gonna reveal that actually the cliff is not entirely done. That is probably gonna be finished in the next few days, real life days. I will hopefully get around to finishing this. But also a secret we have is you come by this little unfinished river, like there's a waterfall. There's going to be a waterfall here at some point, but the river actually goes down into a cave that drops down into a cave with jellyfish. It is a I need to know exactly what this block is called. Oh, it one taps it. Rainbow glass. That's what I thought. We have some rainbow glass and some comb jellies that actually are rainbow. And you can actually pick them up in a bucket too. Bucket of comb jelly. There's 3 different colors. We got the green, the blue and the red, and they just kind of float around in here. And they won't despawn because fish that are put out of buckets, they don't despawn. That's a Minecraft mechanic. And that is extended into Alex's mobs. He has also made it so that his modded fish do not despawn if they are bucketed. Okay. We're going to move into the last part of the world now. This has already been 15 minutes, which is quite long. If you come down around here, here is the beach, which we don't really have. I'd like to put something here eventually. But I just want to show you the bridge with like its nice texturing and this nice island. This is all of Peter's stuff. Not much. It's mostly just building in blocks, and his gear is on him right now. He's not on the world. Like, I'm not hosting anything with Essential right now. Yeah, but basically this will be finished someday. I hope. Hopefully this summer. That'd be fun. And then also we have flying fish that spawn around here quite often, and they love to kill themselves by asphyxiation by jumping onto land. Okay. Next is the swamp. Over here you can kind of see the trees that I have built a few of, trying to make a mangrove-esque area. But this is our carrot farm. We need the pumpkins, by the way. There's a pumpkin in every farm because of crows. Crows are an Alex's mob that will actually eat your crops if there's not a carved pumpkin nearby. Okay, this is our rice field, as well as kind of as our storage shed for the swamp activities. Also home to our new slime, Schlop. He's been around for many a day. We have not killed him yet. It's not gonna happen. He's gonna live forever. We have some materials in here and a fly in a jar, which we can actually put down if we want. Put him back. No. Get back in here. And then shift click and we put him down. Okay. We also have, so here's one of the trees. I think they look okay. They're not like my greatest work, but I don't really know how to do better. This is our sugarcane field, complete with grass and lily pads. And this is our catfish pond. This is definitely more of a zoo-like area that I'm kind of going for, where we have different enclosures for different types of animals. We have a little log in here that's hollow, courtesy of a certain mod that I'm not sure which. Let's see, it is a quark thing. But yeah, we have a lot of catfish in here, and they can actually eat items and mobs. The biggest ones, these guys, they can all fit in buckets, by the way. Like, here. Ooh, a bucket of large catfish. Quite the funny looking item, I think. It just kind of flopped on top of there. Oop. Mistakes have been made. Okay. And the biggest ones can eat 1 block tall mobs. Like, it could eat a slime if it wanted. It could eat Schlop. We're not going to let that happen. And the tinier ones can consume varying stacks of items. Over here, this is like a little like air pump, like oxygen filter thing for them. I think that's kind of cute. And then here we have our snapping turtles. They like staying underwater and growing algae on their back. Which, fun fact, do I have a pair of shears on me? If I do, I can show you this. But I do actually. So this is Snappy. You shear Snappy, he gives you some nice water plants. Over here we have Crunch and then Grenade. Grenade is named after a viewer. And let's see if we can get a scoop. Yeah, they will actually sometimes drop their scoots when you shear them. We used to actually have a snake in here. I believe it was an anaconda. But it disappeared when it attached. When it tried to strangle me to death. And then I guess gods didn't like that, and it's Minecraft Jesus smited the snake. And by smited, I mean it despawned somehow. I don't know what happened to it. It just disappeared. Okay. We're coming over here now. A little bit of a walk to the final thing in the world. Well, we can go to the other dimensions. We've built some other stuff. But the final thing in the main base, well, it is a ways away. I consider it part of the main base, is our bison enclosure. We have bison, and you can shear them too for their their hair. We have 7, I believe, in a little spot for them. It's a nice sunflower plains. A little bit of lag here because we're loading in an area. And we can come in over here. Sometimes they get angry and they charge at you, but that's just how, that's just kind of their temperament. That makes sense. Shear one of them, and they kind of like lose that thing, and you get some bison fur. Let's see if one of them will hit me. Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. This is Bison. They're all named, by the way, with different like spelling. Except for this one. You were the baby. This is Bison. Here's Bison. Let's see if one of them will hit me. Come on. Yeah, there you go. Not happy. And they charge each other sometimes. They charge you. It's kind of fun having different enclosures for mobs. What day is it? We're still on day 500. Perfect. But it's almost over. So let's go back over to the main base, and we'll show you some of my waypoints with some of the things I've built along the way. Just usually farms and such for XP. I think most is what we have. Alright. Let's see. Alright, so first off, factory eggs. This is my brother's little area. Not much because he was only on for like an hour and got bored. But basically he likes create, so he set up a super smelter with lava. Next up is the Enderman farm, which is our current XP farm. There are always some cosmic cod floating around. But yeah, we have a little trash can because no one likes ender pearls. Kill these for some XP, maybe repair Silky a little bit. This one has a backpack on because of the backpack mod I have. Hey, bad. But and we also, when early in the game, early in the world, we made a cave spider farm. And this is completely enclosed. The only way in is via the portal because outside is actually quite the cavern outside, actually. But yeah, we don't spend time here really well. I don't really need this bison for doing. But yeah, that's basically everything. We found a mushroom isle as well. I have some plans for this. Actually, I think a fun thing to do would show you guys would be to show you guys the Mungai. Here they are over here. This is an Alex's mob. Basically a parody of the Among Us crewmate, except it spawns on the mushroom island. It has its own functionality. They kind of just roam around and do their thing. There's a few of them. Yeah, I kind of want to make an ancient Mungai civilization here. I don't think there's anything else to show. I think that's it, guys. It's been 20 minutes, so over that. And as we sleep, we arise on day 501. And with that, the world tour is over. I hope you enjoyed. Hope you are interested in stopping by the stream now. If you've watched this entire video, I applaud you. It really helps me out. I really appreciate it. If you have enjoyed, consider liking, subscribing, commenting. These 3 things help me out. And they help you out too if you enjoy the content, because you'll never miss a video. Or a stream for that matter. So guys, thanks for watching. See you next time. Peace.